Here's the plain language way to understand the power of prunes for your health after 60, without any hype or confusion. Most people think of prunes as a one-trick pony, something you only reach for when you're feeling a bit stuck. But the real story, and the one that matters most for our long-term independence, is how this humble dried fruit can be a powerful ally for the very frame that holds us up, our bones. This isn't just about avoiding a broken bone. This is about how steady you feel walking down a flight of stairs, how confident you are carrying groceries from the car, and how you can continue to plan your weeks and your travels without a second thought. It's about maintaining the strength that allows you to live life on your own terms. In this video, you'll see the clear science behind why just a couple of prunes a day can support both your bone density and your digestive rhythm. We'll cover exactly how to start this small habit without any risk of tummy upset, the best time of day to enjoy them, and what key nutrients inside are doing the important work. Stay with me to the end, because I'll also share the #1 mistake people make when they first try this. A mistake that can cause the exact discomfort you're trying to avoid, and the simple fix. We're not about scare tactics here. This is just about what large studies suggest and what you can do with that information today. Taking charge of our health with small, consistent steps is what this community is all about. If that's something you believe in too, I'd be so grateful if you'd consider subscribing. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one small health habit you've put into place that makes you feel good? Let's start with the 5th most surprising way prunes protect you. And it's one that connects two parts of the body you might not think are related: your gut and your skeleton. This is what researchers call the gut-bone connection, a truly surprising alliance. For years, we thought of the gut as just a digestive tube. But we now know it's a bustling city of trillions of tiny microbes, your microbiome. Think of the lining of your gut as a very smart gatekeeper. When this gatekeeper is healthy and well-fed, it lets all the good things from your food pass into your bloodstream. Nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all of which are critical for strong bones. But if the gatekeeper is overwhelmed or the neighborhood of good microbes is out of balance, the gate can become a little leaky. This allows tiny particles to slip through that shouldn't, triggering a low-grade, body-wide state of inflammation. This isn't the kind of inflammation you feel like a swollen ankle. It's a quiet, chronic hum of irritation that, over years, can accelerate the process of bone loss. It's like a slow, invisible fire that gradually weakens the structure of your bones. You might have even felt this connection yourself. Have you ever noticed that when your digestion just feels off for a few days, other things can feel off too? Maybe your joints are a bit itchier, or you just feel more tired than usual. That's your body signaling that everything is connected. This is where prunes come in. They are rich in a special type of soluble fiber that your good gut bacteria absolutely love to eat. When you eat a prune, you're not just feeding yourself. You're feeding the helpful microbes that maintain that strong gut lining. A well-fed microbiome helps keep that gatekeeper strong, reducing that chronic inflammation and allowing for better absorption of all those bone-building nutrients from your entire diet. It's a foundational step, and it starts with just 1 or 2 prunes a day. From that deep connection in the gut, let's move on to the tiny bodyguards found within the prune itself. This brings us to our 4th point, the power of polyphenol. You've likely heard about antioxidants, and that's exactly what polyphenol are. They are natural plant compounds that give fruits and vegetables their vibrant colors. The deep, dark, purplish-black color of a prune is a giant clue that it is packed with these protective substances. To understand why this matters, think about a car left out in the rain. Over time, it starts to rust. That rusting is a process called oxidation. A similar process, called oxidative stress, happens inside our bodies every single day. It's a natural part of living and breathing, but things like stress, poor diet, and environmental toxins can speed it up. This oxidative stress creates unstable molecules, often called free radicals, that can damage our cells, including the cells responsible for building and maintaining our bones. The polyphenol in prunes act like a protective coating of wax on that car. They are brilliant at finding and neutralizing these free radicals before they can do their damage. They are your body's cellular bodyguards, working quietly in the background to protect your bone cells from this slow, age-related rusting. A common myth I want to address here is the idea that you need to take massive doses of antioxidant supplements to get these benefits. The truth is, your body is far better at absorbing and using these compounds when they come from whole foods, packaged with all the fiber and other nutrients that nature intended. A handful of expensive pills can't replicate the symphony of benefits found in a simple, humble prune. So when you see that dark color, think of it as a sign of its protective power. Just 2 or 3 prunes provide a significant dose of these polyphenol. For a little boost, you can pair them with a food rich in vitamin C, like a few orange slices or some strawberries, as vitamin C can help your body regenerate and reuse other antioxidants, making them even more effective. Now, let's turn to the benefit prunes are most famous for, but look at it with a new understanding. Reason number 3 is about achieving gentle, predictable regularity, and it goes beyond just fiber. It's about the sorbitol secret. We all know that being regular is important for our comfort and well-being. It allows us to feel lighter and more energetic, and to plan our days without worrying about being caught off guard. More importantly, avoiding constipation means avoiding straining, which is not just uncomfortable. It can temporarily raise blood pressure and put unnecessary stress on our system. Most people think prunes work simply because of their fiber content, and the fiber is indeed important. There are 2 types in prunes. The insoluble fiber acts like a gentle broom, sweeping things along, while the soluble fiber, which we talked about for gut health, forms a soft gel. Together, they add bulk and softness, giving the muscles of your intestine something to gently and effectively push against. But prunes have a secret weapon, a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol. Sorbitol is not well absorbed by our small intestine, so it continues its journey to the large intestine. Once there, it acts like a natural sponge. It gently draws water from the surrounding tissues into the bowel. This infusion of water is what makes all the difference. It softens everything, making it much easier to pass comfortably and completely without any need for straining. It's this unique 1-2 punch of fiber for bulk and sorbitol for softness that makes prunes so uniquely effective. They don't force a result like a harsh laxative. They simply create the ideal conditions for your body to do its job naturally and rhythmically. So, how do you start without going too far? This is where people make mistakes. Here is a simple, 3-step action plan to get it right. First, start low and go slow. I cannot emphasize this enough. Begin with just 1 single prune a day. Eat it, and see how you feel for the next 2 to 3 days. Your body needs time to adjust to the new fiber and sorbitol. Second, hydrate smarter. When you eat that 1 prune, have it with a full 8-ounce glass of water. This is non-negotiable. The fiber and sorbitol need water to do their work. Without enough water, fiber can actually make things worse. Third, find your personal dose. If after 3 or 4 days, 1 prune and water are feeling good, you can try moving up to 2 a day. For the vast majority of adults, the sweet spot for daily regularity is somewhere between 2 and 5 prunes. Listen to your body. More is not always better. The goal is gentle, predictable comfort, not a dramatic event. If you're finding these simple, practical steps helpful, a quick tap on the like button is a wonderful way to let me know. It helps ensure these videos can reach others who might need them. From the mechanics of digestion, let's zoom in on the specific nutrients that make this fruit a bone health superstar. This brings us to our second point, the team of bone-building vitamins and minerals hiding inside every prune. We hear a lot about calcium and vitamin D for bones, and they are absolutely the star players. But they cannot do their jobs alone. A winning team needs skilled supporting players, and prunes are full of them. First up is vitamin K. Think of vitamin K as the traffic cop for calcium in your body. Its job is to direct calcium to where it's needed, your bones and teeth, and keep it out of places where it can cause problems, like your arteries and soft tissues. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can end up in the wrong places. Prunes are one of the best fruit sources of this critical vitamin. Next is a less famous but equally important mineral called boron. Boron is a trace mineral that acts like a catalyst. It helps your body hold on to calcium, preventing it from being flushed out. It also extends the life of vitamin D in your system, making it more effective for longer. It's a crucial team player that makes the whole bone-building system work more efficiently. Then there's potassium. You might associate potassium with preventing muscle cramps, but it's also vital for your bones. Our modern diets can sometimes be a bit too acidic, and to balance that acidity, the body will sometimes pull alkaline minerals, like calcium, directly out of our bones. Potassium is a wonderfully alkaline mineral that helps neutralize those acids in the bloodstream, which in turn protects your precious calcium reserves from being leached away from your skeleton. Prunes also contain a good amount of magnesium, another mineral that's involved in over 300 processes in the body, including converting vitamin D into its active form so it can actually help you absorb calcium. It's like trying to bake a cake. You can have the best flour and sugar, calcium and vitamin D, but without the eggs, the baking powder, and the vanilla, vitamin K, boron, potassium, magnesium, you're not going to get a very good cake. Prunes deliver a whole host of these crucial supporting nutrients in one small, easy package. A very important safety note here. If you are taking a blood-thinning medication like warfarin, you must speak with your doctor before making any significant, sudden changes to your intake of vitamin K-rich foods, including prunes. The key with these medications is consistency, so your doctor needs to be aware of any regular dietary changes to ensure your dosage remains correct. And now, we arrive at the number one reason, the most exciting and well-researched benefit of prunes for those of us over 60. This is the big one. It's their unexpected ability to tame inflammation and directly support the process of bone remodeling. To understand this, you need to know that your bones are not static, like concrete. They are living, dynamic tissue, constantly being rebuilt. You have two types of special cells doing this work around the clock. First, you have cells called osteoclasts. Think of them as the demolition crew. Their job is to break down and clear away old, worn-out bone tissue. Then, you have cells called osteoblasts, the building crew. They follow behind and lay down new, strong, flexible bone matrix. In our youth, the building crew and the demolition crew work in perfect balance. But as we get older, particularly for women after menopause, the demolition crew can start to work a little faster and more aggressively than the building crew. This tips the balance, and over time, we can lose more bone than we build, leading to conditions like osteopenia and osteoporosis. This is where the science gets truly fascinating. Multiple clinical studies, including some impressive long-term trials with postmenopausal women, have shown that eating a small serving of prunes, about 50 grams, which is roughly 5 to 6 prunes, every single day can positively influence this process. The unique combination of polyphenol and other bioactive compounds in prunes appears to do two things. First, it helps to calm down the activity of the overzealous demolition crew, the osteoclasts. Second, it seems to support and encourage the work of the building crew, the osteoblasts. It's not magic, it's targeted nutritional support. You're giving your body the specific tools it needs to help bring that remodeling process back into a healthier balance, tipping the scales back in favor of building rather than losing bone. Now, for that common mistake I promised to share. When people start eating prunes for regularity and don't see a result on day one, their first instinct is often to eat a whole handful the next day. This is the fastest way to cause gas, bloating, and cramping. It completely overwhelms your digestive system. The key to success with prunes, for both your bowels and your bones, is not quantity, but consistency. A small amount, every single day, is infinitely more effective and more comfortable than a large amount once in a while. Patience and consistency are your two best friends on this journey. So, the path forward is beautifully simple and gentle. This week, start with 1 prune and a full glass of water each day. See how you feel. After a few days, if you're comfortable, move up to 2. That may be all you need. This isn't about a dramatic overhaul. It's about giving your body the consistent, gentle support it needs to maintain its own strength and rhythm. This tiny daily habit is a powerful, proactive investment in your future. It's an investment in your stability, your comfort, and your confidence to keep living a full, active, and independent life. It's about feeling strong and capable from the inside out. For those of you who enjoy digging into the details, I will link to some easy-to-read summaries of the key research studies in the description below this video. I would love to know, what's one simple way you might try adding a prune or 2 to your day? Maybe chopped in your morning oatmeal, or as a simple afternoon snack. Let's share some creative ideas in the comments section to inspire each other. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might also find it useful. It's a simple, wonderful way we can all help each other stay well. Thank you so much for your time and your trust. Be well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.